Welcome to our business track of the Data Science Salon YouTube channel. This presentation by Samantha Cvetkovski, Data Science Manager at Mindbody, goes in detail on how data science teams end up spending a majority of their time cleaning and curating data. By the time the data is ready to use, the business is already on to the next problem. Samantha shares how they could take raw unstructured data and transform it into a format that could be used to automate machine learning models that learn from the integration of the new data. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Sam Cvetkovski. I'm a data science manager at Mindbody, and today I'm here to talk to you about managing, building, and collaboration in data science. We'll discuss how we get from raw data to automated machine learning models, and you'll learn how we're enabling our data science teams to, do data science. So really quickly, a little bit about me. I always like to joke that my analytics career started in 8th grade when I'm pretty sure I failed my final exam in math. And then they recommended I switch back to the regular track. I wasn't happy with this, and I knew I really liked numbers and trends, but I just couldn't remember side angle side for the life of me. So I went on and studied applied math in undergrad and continued to get my master's degree at NC State's analytics program. I then started my career as a data scientist at a consulting firm, which focused on customer centricity. Here I did everything in data science, from defining the business problem to gathering data, to cleaning, to EDA, to predictive modeling and working with our marketing teams to develop insights and then socializing those with our clients. Here I worked mostly in retail and travel companies, such as Southwest Airlines, Pier 1 Imports, McAfee, and Sephora. From there, I continued my journey to salon consulting, where I played the role of both data scientist and really a partner and consultant to clients that were trying to establish their data science best practices. Being based in LA, I got to work with new industries with companies like Universal Pictures and City of Hope. Now here we are today. I manage a team of data scientists at Mindbody. We're a centrally managed department, and we really focus on partnering with our business to solve problems and provide recommendations using data science. Also a fun fact, I am a beer nerd, I love IPAs, and I play Gaelic football. So for those of you that don't know, Mindbody is the leading technology platform for the wellness industry. We have an app that allows users to discover and book fitness, beauty, and integrative health services. We also have industry-leading software for business growth and management. So how do we do data science at Mindbody? Well, I think we all know that feeling when we're asked the question, what do you do? I've always personally tried it very lightly on this with my friends and family. I often find they're just not interested. But when I'm at work, that doesn't work. So recently, our teams have actually been starting to use this analogy of our data science team like an upscale restaurant. So let's talk through this. We have 5 teams right now. And first, we have our health inspector. So in the analogy, the health inspector makes sure that everything's up to par. We want to make sure that we have that A rating on our window so that anyone that walks in the door trusts the food that they're getting in front of them. When we have, say we have steak on the menu tonight, you don't want to end up with a piece of fish in front of you. Much like in our business, if you want the number of bookings in the past year, you need to know if you're asking for bookings, the financial term, or bookings that consumers are making on our app. The health inspector is our data governance team. Next is the ingredient sourcing and delivery. They're responsible for going to the market, the butcher, and everywhere else to gather all of the ingredients needed for the day, as well as making sure that the day-to-day ingredients are always stocked. So thinking like your flours, salt, and peppers that you just need on that daily basis. They also need to make sure that the food gets to the restaurant. And then if there's any outbound catering, especially now during COVID, where I know I'm doing a lot of takeout, it makes it to its endpoint. The ingredient sourcing and delivery is really our data ops and warehouse team. Next, we have the back of the house, or really the kitchen. The chef makes the menu of dishes that diners have to choose from. The kitchen staff preps the food, think data modeling, and they make it look good on the plate, think data visualization and dashboarding. The back of the house is our business intelligence team. The front of the house is the group that's talking with the diners. They're explaining the menu, they're answering questions about the food, they're giving the details of our wines. They work closely with all of our teams to really understand the details that the diners might need to know, and then they get feedback from our customers and learn what's important to them. This is our business insights team. And finally, we have the sommeliers. The sommelier is really a specialized role who's responsible for developing the wine list. Think your algorithms and analysis. They work closely with the chef's menu. They know every detail about our wines. They recommend the best pairing to enhance your meal. And then they train the front of the house on the important tasting notes that they can relay to the customers. A sommelier is really there to raise the standard of the restaurant because they know what's going to enhance your dining experience by opening up your taste buds. The sommeliers represent our data scientists or advanced analytics team. So now that you have an insight into the structure of how we do data science at Mindbody, how do we actually achieve the goal of robust data science? So here you can see that we've broken this down into 5 steps. Let's dive into them. So the first step is data governance. We utilize the concepts from DAMA, the Data Management Association International, wheel shown here as the basis for data governance. Leave it to them to have the longest name here. With this and with these practices, what we're able to do is really improve our data quality, which improves trust. This is really an enterprise-wide initiative, which allows the entire organization to be involved and have their own horse in the race. This also helps the business speak the same language. If we don't know what somebody means when they say bookings, as I mentioned before, then we need to figure that out. We need to make sure that everyone gets that and that there's a unified place to go find that definition. This also opens up data science to the business and helps everybody know where to get answers and where to go for this centralized truth. All in all, data governance is necessary for trust, collaboration, and alignment. So step 2 is building the foundation. For us, this is a process that we're continually working on. Right now, we're actually in the process of fully transitioning into our new EDW and sunsetting the old one. The foundation is built by our data warehouse team, and they have to source the data from the many, many systems that we have. They then bring that into our EDW in a format that our business intelligence and advanced analytics teams can build off of. I actually saw a tweet recently from Seth Rosen that read, "If you're an analyst writing simple queries all the time, thank your data engineering team. If you're an analyst writing complex queries all the time, become a data engineering team." So luckily for us, we have this good foundation built by our engineers, and it really just goes to show that you need that strong foundation so the data science team can access and use your data. Step 3 now is really creating that menu. This is a big part of the experience for the customer. This is the process of creating data models that the data science team can use, and also building the self-service dashboards that the customer then can access. So the benefits of this are really that this allows for a low maintenance cloud-based architecture. It also gives us the ability to make small changes. For example, if you're allergic to X, we can provide you Y. Or, if you need the number of customers in the US instead of the number of customers in the world. This also allows for metric to be shared across the business. A steak is a steak, an apple is an apple, a booking is a booking, a customer is a customer. And finally, users have the ability to get what they need. They don't have to create their own dish. The menu is already there for them, and a well put together menu is centrally managed that can be easily reorganized, tweaked, and is easy to understand for everyone. So the next step of this is really working with the business who are our customers. So each table or department has a business insight analyst and manager aligned to them. You can see here a few examples, like we have our sales part of the business. They work extremely close with our business insights analysts, because then this analyst can work with their table or their customers to understand what they're looking for. They help them understand, what we have available and what we don't. They get to know what they like, what their priorities are. These analysts then provide any analysis where they can, they go through the line itself, but when they need more, what we'll do is we'll put together a tiger team. So for an example, if we have a high ROI project that we're working on right now, you could think of it like a special dinner event. We deploy a team of these different skill sets together to help the business answer the questions that they need. Really, these strong partnerships with the business allow for data science to prioritize the highest ROI projects and allow for a smooth process between us and everybody else. So we finally made it to the last step. With all the other steps in place, we can start to now achieve this idea of robust data science. At this point, descriptive analysis can be really handled by the business themselves. If what we consider an easy question, right? So if I need to know the number of fitness customers in New York, they can go do this on their own rather than having an analyst spend the time figuring that out. More time can actually be spent on analysis of why something happened, not just that it happened. And then predictive and prescriptive analysis can really be prioritized and deployed faster. We want to recommend the wines and not have the customer try to pair sweet white wine with their steak. Robust data science really cannot be achieved without every single piece moving in unison. So we've made it here, and we can put it all together. I have a few examples to show this. This first example is actually directly related to COVID-19. Back in March, which feels like 84 years ago now, we were tasked with putting together daily reports on how different metrics were tracking in relation to the pandemic, and actually also build a model to forecast our future of our business. The way we did this, utilizing our entire playbook here, is that we brought in external data sources. So our data warehouse team helped pull those in. We utilized our well put together data in the EDW. We built automations within Databricks that put the models together and also did the predictive modeling as well. And then we built our Markdown scripts to output daily reporting. And so now every single day, since probably April, we've had these daily reports available to our business so that they can quickly make business decisions, and also this forecast that is based, on our own data and external data to help understand how we're tracking. The best part about this is that there's absolutely no manual work required. Another example is our predictive customer churn model. So we have the foundation, again, in our EDW. We built attributes utilizing dbt, and those also live in the EDW as well. We have the machine learning models actually built within Databricks, and they're deploying and scoring customers on a daily basis. And those are also set up to actually learn from new data as it comes in. So as data changes, which we've seen over the past few months, these models can then adjust. And then those scores themselves are actually resurfaced to our customer service teams so that they can be used and aren't just sitting in the abyss. In the original pilot study, we utilized these models to identify high-risk customers, and we actually saw a much significant lower churn rate for customers that were contacted by our customer service teams than those that weren't. This is really seeing that data science in action. If we didn't have all of these pieces, we wouldn't know that this was a problem necessarily. We wouldn't know what types of attributes to look at. We wouldn't be able to get this data without the data warehouse team. So that's how we do data science at Mindbody. So a little review. Data governance is necessary to build out trust, collaboration, and alignment. You really need that strong foundation that is easy for analysts to access and understand and build on top of. A well-curated menu is centrally managed, can be reorganized when something doesn't quite work, can be tweaked for special dietary needs, and is easy for customers to digest. There's really nothing that beats a strong partnership with the business. It helps dictate our work and make those outcomes valuable. And without every team and piece of the puzzle working together, robust data science cannot be achieved. If you're missing one of these pieces of the puzzle, things will fall apart or just not work as smoothly. So now that I'm hungry for a good meal, I want to thank everyone for your time and look forward to your questions.
That was a presentation by Samantha, Cvetkovski, Data Science Manager at Mindbody, who shared how data science teams can take unstructured data and transform it in a format that could be used to automate machine learning models that can learn from taking in new data. If you enjoyed that, please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel below.